Check out all Ramsey Network shows on your smart speaker today.
All right, Ramsey show ending on this Memorial Day. After show beginning. And as usual, just put my links in the chat and we will get going here. Alrighty, let's do a reload. And as you can see, episode number 288 today, and we are good. Alrighty, let's see what is going on. Oh, as per usual, gonna do some singing. And you can sing along. Listen for the drum taps. Like all plans, it starts with step 1. $1,000 emergency fund. In step 2, you'll pay off all your debt. Except mortgage, we don't do that yet. So pay off your consumer debt. Every one of those charges, from smallest to largest. Baby step 3 is next. Full emergency fund of expenses. You stay gazelle intensive. His name is Dave Ramsey, and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him. I admire the man. I've messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I go, that's why I go, and why I host this after show. If you don't like the way it's working out, you should do the baby steps. And if you want to have financial peace, then you should do Dave's baby steps. Now step 4 is when you can take a breath and go, let's guzzle and invest. Step 5 is to save for your kid. No student loans at all for college. 6 is to pay off your home. Step 7, build your wealth and don't keep it all yourself. And you've lived like nobody else. Now you get to live large, and now you get to give large. His name is Dave Ramsey, and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him. I admire the man. I've messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I go, that's why I coach, and why I host this YouTube show. If you don't like the way it's working out, you should do the baby steps. And if you want to have financial peace, you should do Dave's baby steps. Trumpet, take it home. Live from Columbus, OH. It's the Ramsey Show After Show. Here we talk about the Ramsey Show YouTube chat, and the people in it, and all things financial, and whatever else I want to talk about. I'm your host, Coach Steve Money. I'm a certified Ramsey Solutions financial coach, and you can schedule a free consultation assessment with me at calendly.com/Coach Steve Money. The link's at the top of the chat and in the video description below. You can email me about anything, yes, anything, at CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. You can reach me on Instagram, add me on the gram. Coach Steve Money, no spaces. And if you'd like to donate to the channel so I can make it better, that's paypal.me/Coach Steve Money. right, let's get this over there. Good morning, Julia. It's me, Joe. Ellie, the last book I read and enjoyed. The last book I read, period, but I did enjoy it. Also was Debt-Free Degree by Anthony O'Neill. I don't do a lot of reading that's not on the internet. The internet's where I do most reading. What about yourself, ma'am? It is ma'am, right? Alrighty, so today, Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. And no audiobooks either. No, I mean, I listen to like some things kind of like that, like on YouTube has some things kind of like that, but they're not actually books. It's just like basically stories. Sometimes I listen to that when I do like walking or something like that. Alrighty, so on today's Ramsey show, it was a replay, and in the big chair doing the hosting duties was friend of the Aftershow, author of Redefining Anxiety and Own Your Past, Change Your Future. Also those Questions for Humans cards, Conversation Stars, and he's the host of the show with his name. Oh, we call him Dr. D, as you can see, but his parents named him John Deloney. Ooh, he's got 2 PhDs, 2 more than me, plus he's got some other certs. John Deloney, never gonna stop, gives advice, such a brilliant mind, he always sorts it out, has the clout of the healing kind. John, woo! John Deloney. Ooh, he takes a call and then draws his pen, and he saves the day again. John Deloney. Ooh, this dude has got some range. Season of change is what you doing there, says John Deloney. Never gonna stop, gives advice, such a brilliant mind, he always sorts it out, has the clout of the healing kind. John, woo! John Deloney. John Deloney. Oh, I said a brilliant mind, anxiety redefined, and put in a quick read by John Deloney. Well, they now assess the face they didn't place, but they probably still had fun with John Deloney. Never gonna stop, gives advice, such a brilliant mind, he always sorts it out, has the clout of the healing kind. John, woo! John Deloney. John Deloney. John Deloney. John Deloney. John Deloney. Alrighty. Ellie says she just listened on audiobook to I Am Malala. Or Malala. Currently listening to one of Michael J. Fox books, No Time Like the Future. I do have an article coming up that is related to Back to the Future. Okay, so John Deloney was the host in the big chair, and co-hosting today on a replay was George Camel, and we got a partial song for him as well, and we go, yeah. He used to host YouTube back in the day. King Coleman calls him George. Camel with a K. Now Jocho's 3 podcast, they don't cost a cent. A borrowed future entree leadership and the fine print. Opened up YouTube, saw the thumbnail was Camel. It's always fun with George on the panel. Ayo wears ASOS and Deloney wears flannel. No one does it better than our guy George Camel. Paid his house off. Baby step 7, y'all. Got a second dog. Got a used Tesla. And told some caller that her horse doesn't know her name. So it's been pretty good for George Camel overall. Doing that baby step 7 thing. Is he more serious? Alrighty. Market report. And markets closed today. This is from when was that? Friday. Friday's closed at 4 p.m. Eastern time. Let's see. I don't know if Europe is, that's new. If so, it's mostly up. Asia is all up. Currencies, I don't know if that works either, if that continues to go or not. I don't know. I do know crypto keeps going. And I know a guy who got some Cardano, and look at that, up 16.42%. And I asked him if he saw that, and he said, yeah, but it's nowhere near what he paid for it. Boop, 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 doo. So that means that he probably bought right here when it got that part, I guess, maybe somewhere in there. Anywhere in there, but he said it's even with the 16% up today, it's not anywhere near what he bought it at. So that's a loss for him. So to get up to date, the after hours trading is right here, as you can see, 0.5%, a little over 0.5% is S&P, NASDAQ, a little over 1%, and 0.36% is the Dow. So we'll see, and there'll be there'll be pre-market trading in the morning before the market opens, I think at 9:30 a.m. What's moving after hours? Carnival plus 1.65 after hours there. And I know an everyday millionaire times 2 that has some of that and enjoys cruises. See what we got in the news from Tom's Hardware. AMD powered Frontier supercomputer breaks the exascale barrier. Now fastest in the world, and AMD powered systems now comprise 5 of the top 10 fastest supercomputers. AMD making their move in the processing world, getting ahead of Intel in a lot of respects. From Eat This, Not That, eatthis.com. 4 recent fast food launches that flopped according to customers. After a long wait and much hype, customers are disappointed by these releases. One is the Arby's Wagyu, I don't know how to pronounce that, steakhouse burger, and they said early reviews saying complaining of odd or slimy texture. Washington Post described the beef as gummy and too compact, while the takeout found that the Wagyu lacked the promised pink interior. And that was, it's supposed to, let's see, cooked using a sous vide technique, and that was supposed to give it a slightly pink center. So maybe they got one that was well done, and so that's the dealio on that. I actually thought about trying that, but I just haven't gotten over there yet. Taco Bell's Mexican Pizza has returned. Let's see. Hype couldn't have been greater, this story says. Along the way, celebrities like Doja Cat and Dolly Parton have lent their support. But when the fan favorite item finally returned on May 19th, it wasn't exactly how fans remembered it. Many found the crust to be different, not as savory or flaky as it used to be, but soggy and lacking crunch. Well, that's no good. A reviewer for The Street observed that the new shell has less of the lip-smacking flavor of the original and is a bit more flour heavy. I don't know why the text got smaller on that. Disappointing conclusion to a 2-year wait, but them's the beans. Alrighty. Burger King's Whopper Melt. For the release of the Whopper Melt line, Burger King took its cue from Taco Bell's Chicken Taco campaign, inviting customers to debate whether the Whopper Melt, a handheld sandwich, was really a Whopper. Isn't the regular Whopper a handheld sandwich too? Yeah, let's see. Straddle the line. It's served on toast and straddles the line between a patty melt and a classic Burger King Whopper. So, gimmick backfired, with many customers feeling that the Whopper Melt was smaller than marketed and been falsely advertised as equal size to a standard Whopper. And we've talked before about, we've done at least one other article where customers were actually suing because the advertisements make the food items look bigger. Let's see, straight out of the bag, Wonder Bread. Huh. Okay. Hopefully toasted. Let's see, others took issue with the bread's slice size and flavor. Washington Post found to be too sweet. Overall, the Whopper Melt failed to melt customers' hearts. Popeye's Buffalo Ranch Chicken Sandwich, 3 years after the debut of its crispy chicken sandwich, which was cray. They kept running out of it for a while there. Popeye's surprised fans with an update of the classic menu item, the new Buffalo Ranch Chicken Sandwich, our spicy take. Customers still divided. Some give it high praise, delicious fire emoji, and good choice for lunch. Others have pointed out the LTO, lettuce, tomato, onion. I don't know what that LTO is. More than a sauce swap, a lazy re-release of the standard sandwich dressed up with a few tablespoons of Buffalo Ranch. Well, that's what I would suggest, what I would think it would be, rather. So, as far as the regular, I haven't tried this one, but the regular one, I did not like as much as I do the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. So, all right, and here's that Back to the Future related article that was promised. DeLorean offers a first look at its gull-winged Alpha 5 electronic vehicle revival. Time machine not included, of course. You got your gull-wing doors there still. And so what happened to that company, it did go out of business. Company went defunct in 1982. An unrelated Texas-based company which supplies replacement parts to the owners of vintage DeLorean vehicles snapped up the rights to the DeLorean brand, and then they're doing this now. So, and I mean, not bad. I don't know. I don't think it says how much it's going to cost, but these are pictures of it. Fun console right there. Look like a kind of like a spaceship there. That design right there. Fun times. Oh, look, it's got that right. Oh, through the steering wheel, so you can look. So that way short people can drive and they can see the rear camera. I'm assuming that's what that is. Or no, is that one of the thing where it looks like where it gives you the overhead view somehow? With Witchcraft or whatever it uses. Let's see if they... DeLorean set to reveal the Alpha 5 in Pebble Beach on August 21st. Does not say how much money in dollars it's going to cost. Okay, it can 60 miles an hour in 2.99 seconds. All right, speaking of movies, and Top Gun Maverick hit screens this weekend, and my daughter and brother-in-law and his wife saw it last night. I've not heard from them what they think about it, but AMC gained almost 18% on the stock in Friday's trading session. Netflix already, they have the first half of the new Stranger Things season, and Disney released the first 2 episodes of the Obi-Wan series, and which I have seen those. Haven't seen any Stranger Things yet, but the Obi-Wan series, excellent. All right, so where is this from? This is from worknewsera.com, and this is about a writer named Molly White that apparently did some kind of stories on the alt-right, and maybe it was the same way as she's doing stuff for crypto. But she has to take a look at her website on there. It's called Web3 is Going Great. And it has a bunch of stories. And this is like, it's so many of them that are just in the past week of problems with crypto people's stuff, as far as just them running their system, or getting hacked. Or like this one makes a typo and sells the NFT for $180,000 less than they intended. So, and I don't know if there's any, let's see, the NFT was quickly bought up before the trader had the opportunity to correct their mistake. Yeah, so it's common for people to run bots that automatically buy pricey NFTs that are listed for sale far below a collector's floor price, as this one was. So there you go. Was trying to list at 105, never thought it happened to me. Devastating, yeah, well. Let's see. It's from Luna, I guess. I guess all these are different cryptos or crypto exchanges. And sent 2.1 million to Mirror Product. Our Mirror Protocol thief. So they sent it to a thief, and they at least sent it. It was their stuff and not actual like cash or anything, but it was their crypto. But I mean, that's the way it goes, because there's no regulation on this stuff yet. So I believe the government is coming for them. But see, all this stuff is just within the past week. Every single one of these. Let's see. Blockchain game rug pulls for 3.5 million. Suddenly crashed in price. Went around 3.5 million of it was pulled out of the project. Oh, so yeah, so a bunch of somebody, I guess, pulled out of the project, and then it's not worth that much, and so all the people that other invested in it lost money. Elon Musk deep fake, so anybody can do this now. Apparently, you can make it look like somebody is saying something that they are not. So, and that gets people to, tries to get people to give scammers Bitcoin. Let's see, only about $1,700 in deposits appeared to have gone to addresses associated with the scam, although they acknowledge that the addresses are likely rotated, so the true amount may be larger. Yeah. All right, and so yeah, as you can see, all these things are within just the past week. And it's so many of them. So many problems. So trying to get to something more than a week old. Oh, this is now May 21st. Okay. And May 22nd. All right, but that's a lot of stuff there. All right, and finally in the news, we have COVID was vanished. This from Flipboard.com via Washington Post. COVID was vanishing last Memorial Day. Cases are 5 times higher now. For the third year, Americans are greeting the unofficial start of summer, shadowed by the specter of coronavirus. Amid rising COVID-19 cases and hospitalizations across the country, the United States is recording more than 100,000 infections a day, at least 5 times higher than this point last year. So that's not very fun. All right, might be a shorter show today. That's because the market's closed and not much news going on that was interesting. Although I did find some stuff that not necessarily money related, but stuff that interests me, like I always do. But we can go to reddit.com/r/Dave Ramsey, Dave Ramsey subreddit run by fans, not by Ramsey Solutions. Don't have a ton of folks to share this with because most people don't want to hear about my finances, especially when you're doing it this way. Absolutely. So yeah, so that's why it's good to have a forum such as this, or perhaps the Ramsey Show chat. And we definitely love to hear stuff like this. In that as well, and because we know, and we're in there too, because normal people don't understand this stuff. So and they don't like it. Some of them like even would get mad if you start talking about your success and doing it the weird way. All right, so I don't have a ton of folks to share this with because most people don't want to hear about my finances. I don't know what face that is, what emoji face that is, with kind of laughing, but evil laughing maybe. But my fiance and I just paid off our last 2 credit cards today, as well as back taxes for 2019. That's all totaled in 2020 was close to $4,000. We're not finished with baby step 2 yet. 5 months pregnant and have gained some medical debt. And we have 2 car payments. One car is almost paid off. The second car is about $10K. But I just had my folks buy an older Jeep for $2,500 from a family friend. And I'm about to trade my $10K car in and buy the Jeep from my parents. So we're really so damn close. Yep. Keep going. Keep going. Absolutely. Let's see what else we have here. Boom. Everybody chilling there. That's from a day ago. The non-baby steps thread. Do I treat my loans like credit cards? What does that mean? Yeah. They're all considered debt in baby step 2 and eliminated smallest to largest. Yep. Exactly. Bit of sunshine. With the baby step 3 flare is all over it. And yeah, that's exactly what you do. So if your loans are smaller than credit card balance, that's where you would start. So it's each debt in order. And yeah, a lot of people have trouble staying in debt or knowing what debt is. Because people have told Rachel Cruz says a lot of times people come up here and say, oh yeah, I'm debt free. I have student loans and a car payment, but I'm debt free. All right, so this from Tekken since 2002. Props. I'm going to be, as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to do my tech support with Coach Steve money stream early today, since it's Memorial Day. Normally I wait about an hour or so and do that at 8 p.m., but I'm going to just go ahead and do it early. Let's see. Really don't want my credit card. Baby step 2 flare. Hello, everyone. I've been a long time lurker in sub and decided to post this in the subreddit because I really don't know what I should do. A little backstory. Came debt free in 2018, and ever since then I've been back in and out of debt only on credit cards ever since, and really do not want these credit cards anymore. It was just my Discover card with a low limit of $2,500, but I do have a second credit card that I use since Discover isn't accepted in a lot of places. I've been following Dave Ramsey for quite a few years, and that helped me become debt free. Well, as soon as you swipe it, as soon as you use it, you said in and out of debt, you're back in debt, even if you do pay it off every month. Really don't want these credit cards. They are thrown on my side and just too much temptation for me. That's why he tells you to cut them up, one, and B, close the accounts after you paid them off. Well, I'm doing a good job of keeping myself mostly debt-free, and by that I mean being debt-free, charging on my card and then paying it off. They're really something I feel like I should get of. The one problem with that, however, is I do plan on getting a house when the market cools down in like hopefully 3 years or so. What should I do here? Should I cancel both of the cards? Yes. So that temptation is gone, and it will keep me debt-free permanently, at least until I have a mortgage. Should I hold on to them to keep that credit score going? I'm sure some of these 45 comments are going to tell them to do that, but no, we don't care about credit score in the Ramsey camp. We don't care about that. You can do, if your credit score is gone, you can do manual underwriting. But in 3 years, you could still have a score. So, alrighty. But yeah, we don't do that just to keep a credit score. All right, this is from JT Brass 81. Restaurants. Okay, this is incredibly petty, but does Dave's pronunciation of the word restaurant drive anyone else crazy? He must have said it 7-8 times on a call the other day, and it felt like 10,000. Hey man, I can't talk about that. I get upset about everything everybody says. Like when people say on accident, it's by accident and on purpose. It's not on accident. What else do I get upset about? The millennial thing, although it started before millennials, but millennials have really taken to it where they start every sentence with honestly, or to be honest, or not gonna lie. The valedictorian at a graduation I went to recently said, I'm not gonna lie about something. And when you say you're not gonna lie, that makes me think you're lying. Why would you have to do that? So the restaurants thing doesn't bother me. There's some other like countrified type of pronunciation of things that does bother me way worser than that. And so, but yeah, that doesn't bother me. All right, another non-baby steps Dave and Company discussion thread. This is where people do nitpick and stuff, but keep it civil and be respectful to each other is what they ask you to do. All right, Dazro Parano. Baby step 2 questions after a year hiatus. Fell off the wagon, running back through FPU. All right. Where did those online forums go that FPU had within their site? I'm getting redirected to Facebook. Did it all go to FPU? I guess so. If it did, then that's a shame because I do not use Facebook for anything. Second question, what's the best way to handle every dollar at the end of the month? Should I go back through all of May and enter in everything or just wait through June 1 to start it? Oh, I see. So if you started it like in the middle of the month, yeah, you can start June 1st. It's fine. Just like start a new one June 1st if that's what you want to do. Let's see. I say to add current checking as an income and budget that, and then add paychecks as you get them. I use you need a budget is what YNAB stands for. I forgot for a second, so this may not work in every dollar, might not, but baby step 7, flare right there. Okay, and so that wasn't really, that would have been a regular question that you could ask elsewhere, because that does basically involve the baby steps, but it's fine. All right, Steel Jaw and 272 from 2 days ago. What would Dave do? Flair right there. Where to put savings for a large purchase in 20 years? Hello, I expect to make a purchase for about 10 or 15K in about 20 years. Today it would cost 10K to purchase, but I expect it would cost more when I purchase it in 20 years. I want to put away a little bit each month to save up for it between now and then. Question is, where do I put the money? I can put it in a savings account, but inflation will eat away a lot of its value between now and then. Yep, and it won't go with interest barely at all. Yep, by 0.5% interest, something like that, maybe a little bit more now. And another option I was thinking about was placing in a non-tax advantage investment account. Yep, and that's what Dave does recommend for purchases. And S&P, and don't try to get fancy with it, just do an S&P 500 index fund. That way it can grow with the stock market, but I won't get penalized for withdrawing it before retirement. Right. And I mean, it also depends. In 20 years, will you be retired? Because you could do that. If you're not already maxing out Roth, you could do that. If you would be retired by that time. Let's assume you're not going to be retired by that time because you talk about being penalized for withdrawing it. So yeah, you're exactly right with the non-tax advantage investment account. All right. And 59 comments on that. So a lot of people weighing in on that. Success Saturday. There are 15 in there. I'll just assume everybody did good stuff in there. Let's see. Hiking Virginia. Can a credit card increase your credit line without asking them to? Absolutely they can, as you found out. Didn't ask for it, not complaining, just wondering. Yeah. And a lot of times they do. When you start paying it off, they will start, which you might be if you're on the Dave Ramsey subreddit. If you start paying it off, they'll be like, oh, we're about to lose a customer. Let's increase their credit line and see if they'll put more on the card. And so 64 comments on that. That's a lot of feedback on these last two. Way more than normal. And let's see. We did this one on the Friday. All right. Okay, so we'll do a little bit shorter show today, so I'll wrap it up and I'm going to go immediately into what is normally at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Tech Support with Coach Steve Money, where I do the exact same thing I just did on the Dave Ramsey subreddit. I do that on the Tech Support subreddit, and I use my 25 plus years of being a PC tech to answer those questions on there. Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Even when there's a replay, Ramsey Show, I will be live if at all possible. The Ramsey Show Aftershow show. All right. Curse of Oak Island recaps. No more until they release something, either the start of season 10 or if there's some kind of update show or something like that, a companion show. Wednesdays and Saturdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Did not do Saturdays because of my son's graduation. But I will be doing a non-scheduled one tonight. I do a bunch of bonus ones that aren't on these days. But Wednesdays and Saturdays, almost always at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, I do those. All right. And whenever Bella gets time, we'll play some more games together. All right, do the plugs one more time, and we will get out of here. The plugs are in the top of the chat, in the video description below, and on the right side of my YouTube banner, as shown right here. And you can schedule a free consultation with me by clicking that link or going to that link, calendly.com/CoachSteveMoney. Click on financial coaching, and then you can pick a day, change the month, pick the day, and then click the time you want, and Calendly will let me know when you would like that appointment, and they will email you back and let you know what information I need from you in order to accurately financially assess you. This P is the PayPal link, and that's for donations, and that's at paypal.me/CoachSteveMoney. Instagram is Coach Steve Money, no spaces, and email, if you'd like to talk to me about anything, is CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com, including if you'd like to sing the Baby Step song. If you'd like to record it or sing it live on this show, if you record it and send it to me, I will just play that. I would love to hear somebody else sing that. I have been singing it for coming up on 9 months now. And every weekday, just about. And I would love to hear somebody else sing it. Because I know there's got to be people that can sing at least as good as I can. And probably a ton that can sing much, much better than me. But you can also email me and ask me questions or talk to me about any of the things on my YouTube channel, including the financial stuff, Oak Island, video gaming. I'm doing Last of Us Part 2 is the only thing I've been doing. A lot of times I switch it up, what I've been doing. I'm almost done with Last of Us Part 2. And I have some games to finish, other games to finish, but the next game I will be Uncharted number 4, A Thief's End. Also, you can talk to me about computer stuff and those nutty songs I've written. And again, if you would like to sing the Baby Step song or any of these songs, I would love to hear that. Alrighty. Well, I hope everybody's having a wonderful Memorial Day and make smart financial decisions every day.